Guys, it's me, Shane Davis with Yanzi, and today is the day we are talking once again about Marvel Cinematic Universe, as Brie Larson's is kind of having issues with co-stars, and there's delays and a lot of other stuff. Before we get into it, please click down below, hit like, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. Now, I'm no big fan of Brie Larson's. I'm no big fan of the Captain Marvels. So, but I'm not looking forward to that movie, of course, but it's interesting because it's less about Brie Larson's and more about two other Marvel female leads, as it's the Marvels movie. Okay, it's not all about Brie Larson's anymore. So, what is going on, and why is this movie being delayed, and what does this mean for the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
So it seems like originally it's supposed to come out in July of this year, but they pushed the movie back to November. Now, there are a bunch of different rumors as to why the Marvels is being delayed. The first of which is, according to the Hot Mic, the host claims that Brie Larson was a nightmare, and she has repeatedly clashed with the co-star who was going to play Monica Rambeau. So it's possible, because you think about it, is the fact that you basically changed from going from Captain Marvel to now the Marvels. But there's also another possibility as for the delays, and that is we have been seeing a lot of news articles talking about the nightmarish VFX working conditions when it comes to working for Disney and stuff. And they got to cut back here, focus on this, there, and in the end, people are working 80-hour weeks or something working for Disney.
To be honest, what I've seen, the special effects in the Marvel movies are they're, I don't know if they're just not updating or they're overworked, but I remember them looking better in previous films. So something's definitely up there, and that is one of the big criticisms they're facing.
So it seems like basically this rumor going around saying that because now we have the movie being called The Marvels, we have, of course, Monica Rambeau. I believe that also Kamala Khan is also going to be in there.
Right.
So now Brie Larson has to share the spotlight. And worse, you see, do you remember back when Captain Marvel first came out, there was already some talk about, Brie Larson, you're a white woman, you should have given your role to, a woman of color or a woman of some other checkboxes. Well, now she finds herself in a position where she actually has to share a role with people who fits those checkboxes now.
And it's interesting. One of her things was, men shouldn't review the movie, that this was a woman's film. This was diversity. But this is the thing, and we talk about mainly in comics, but we actually talk about this all around. Is like, once you go down this diversity road and it's not a meritocracy thing, it starts to become like, well, somebody can always out diversity you. They just have one more box than you, and then you need to let their voice be heard. Their voice is more important. And it's funny because we're actually seeing this happen to Brie Larson. So, and it's funny if the case is she's upset that this movie's not just about her, because this is kind of what she championed before.
So it's always those people who are saying, oh no, you have to make sure that you show diversity, inclusivity, and when it comes to like, no, not my job, like, Jesus, your job. So
right
now, what does all this mean though for the MCU? It seems like I think MCU Phase 4 did not do so well. So I think the last time people really were all just excited about MCU was in Phase 3, when we ended the whole Infinity Wars thing. And now Phase 4 people are kind of like checked out. They start out with the whole WandaVision thing. There's still some excitement there. But eventually, we trickle down to shows like, She-Hulk Attorney at Law, and people are like, I'm sorry, what am I watching? Why is Bruce Banner all emasculated now and everything?
Moon Knight, a lot of these shows haven't really been that great. The Daredevil is coming out. I don't hear a lot of chatter on that. People really didn't like Daredevil in She-Hulk. So, like, right now, the TV stuff isn't looking too good. And what is this? Quantum Mania hits a skid at the box office. What? But is there hope for the rest of Phase 5? So if you guys don't take our word for it, this is coming from CBR. So what we got?
CBR here. So even CBR is saying, oh my goodness, there may be some issues here with the Phase 5 stuff. So we all know that the box office for Ant-Man pretty much just dropped off very, very drastically in the second week. They actually lost out to Cocaine Bear, believe it or not. What is the final verdict here by CBR? It seems that the masses are now more selective with which MCU films they flock to see. With poor reviews and a lack of fan-favorite heroes being a hole that the Marvel studio might not be able to dig itself off in time to end things with a bang in Avengers Secret War. With the box office and interest slipping, it becomes a question of the level of diminishing return parent company Disney is willing to put up with. So, oh my, even they are saying, maybe Disney will eventually say, oh, we're not making enough money with this MCU stuff. Maybe don't do phase 5. Maybe don't do phase 6. Who knows?
To be honest, they rolled out like this big board showing everything they have planned. And the reality is you skip one of these TV shows or whatever, and you already feel like you're left out. Now, before it was like a big thing that you had to see every Marvel movie to understand the next movie. You know, unfortunately, I had to watch Captain Marvel. I took the bait in between the Infinity War movies. Like, that's why that movie did what it did. That's why that movie earned what it did. We all know that. It was not Brie Larson's character is charming. It's not that people cared about Captain Marvel, all that stuff. This is interesting, though, because I do think Marvel's getting to the point where there's just so much stuff with the MCU that there's a bad TV show I have to watch like now. Rather than a 2-hour bad movie, I have to watch maybe an 8-episode, 8 hours of something that's bad over I don't know, like something like 3 months, 2 months to now understand the next villain and the next phase, whatever. And in comics, this is called every jumping on point is a jumping off point. And I feel like phase 5 for a lot of people is a big jumping off point. It's just too much. It's too much time investment, money investment. You got to buy Disney Plus. You got to do this. You got to do that. I mean, Black Widow was a horrible movie. Nobody really liked that. And the fact that this stuff is so integrated into one big overall arc, that becomes even worse. Like, what if there is like I don't know, a Winter Soldier TV show I want to see and I want to skip the rest of it? Now, do I feel like maybe I don't even want to watch it because I didn't care to watch She-Hulk? You see how this works? So in my personal opinion, I just think they try to do too much and again, that goes with the special effects looking bad. You know, it's just, they're overworked. There's just too much. And I'm not so sure if the Marvel Cinematic Universe works better as a smaller brand. And they're in a race, right, to get this thing to work because of the Secret Wars, right?
Mm-hmm. I don't know, man. It feels like, this is my opinion as someone who actually watched phase 1 to phase 3, and that is that I'm not invested enough in these characters in phase 4 to even want to know what happens in Secret Wars anymore.
That is true. And, for there to be a Secret Wars, I mean, to me, for that to work, they'd have to bring back some classics like, Tony Stark, Iron Man, through some sort of time, alternate dimension thing or something. I'd have to see Chris Evans, Captain America back. It would really take that for me to come back. I mean, it's possible they could do that and write that. I don't know if those actors have moved on or what their demands would be to come back, and it might not be worth it for some of those. Anyways, if you guys will, please let us know in the comment section, what do you think is our hope for the Marvel Cinematic Universe and Brie Larson's? What's up with that? Also, Inglorious Rex is still up and funding on our own independent crowdfunding site. If you go over there, check it out. The link is down below. 9 lives, comments. If you love Rocky, if you love Creed, if you love like Evangelion, Godzilla, any of that stuff, giant kaiju monsters fighting, Inglorious Rex is for you. I'll leave you guys with a trailer for this smash hit comic book. Hit like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. We'll hit you up again with another video.
On the scene, I got greatness all in my jeans. Ain't no way that I can slow down. I'm laced up, look how I shake the ground. Can't touch the ground, but you can kiss the ring. Close your eyes and see how I live a dream. I'm too smooth, MJ with the lean. Don't be fooled, I came through with the team. This is over their heads, how high can it go? I'm too over the edge, got my eyes on the goal. And we right back at it, keep them right on their toes. Look at the way that I move, this is all that I know. Cause I got the drive, I put it in gear. Line them up, I don't see no competitors here. If it ain't first place, we really can't settle for it. Listen up, get ready for it.